I'm back at it again with another Fortnite Save the World video. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys what are the best heroes in Year 2 Birthday Llamas, as well as, of course, giving you guys some screenshots and gameplay examples of why these heroes are top tier. As you guys know, these videos do take, a while to make, so a like on the video is appreciated, and if you want to use my supporter creator code, it's Salvaje, feel free to do so. So, a hero that you absolutely need is the Ice King. So long story short, the Ice King is really helpful when it comes down to trap tunnel builds as well as base protection builds. His main commander perk ability basically freezes Husk when they hit a structure, and that's really good if you want to have a loadout that specializes on protecting the objective. But the Ice King is also a top tier hero because he also slows down Husks that are walking in his affected base range, which means that you're going to be able to get more damage out of your trap tunnels because you're going to be able to slow down Husk. And that is something that is really good because it basically makes it so that if you want, you don't have to put wooden floor spikes in your trap tunnels, and you can just put spike traps, for example. The Ice King overall, in my opinion, I think this is the best hero in the Year 2 Birthday Llama loot pool because of the amount of massive value that you're going to be getting from him, not only in the commander slot, but also, of course, in the support slot. The next hero that you want to get from Year 2 Birthday Llamas, it's a mythic hero, so your chances of getting, mythic heroes from Year 2 Birthday Llamas are going to be a little bit low, but Lynx Cassandra, it's also a mythic hero that you should be striving to get. Her team perk is Bio Energy Source, and basically this makes it so that every time that you waste your energy, you're going to be getting shield. And if you want to play a melee constructor, or of course if you want to play a ninja and a melee build, the Bio Energy Source team perk is top tier. It's really good. Lynx Cassandra also has the ability to use the Kunai Storm attack, and then she stays in the air with 140% more damage. This means that you're going to be able to be melting things very quickly at the endgame levels of play. The next hero that you want, it's SubZero Zenith. This is by far one of the best Outlanders in the entire game, not because he has a really good loadouts like, the Teddy and Phase Shift, but he also has the ability to freeze opponents if, of course, you land a critical hit with your sniper. So as you guys are seeing in the gameplay examples, you can even freeze, things like smashers or mist monsters, and this basically makes it so that you're a really good support hero to your team because maybe you're freezing these high priority targets and saving them from charging the objective, etc. So absolutely get SubZero Zenith. He's really good as a commander hero. The next hero on the list is going to be Shot Rio. You absolutely do not need her like super badly, but Shot Rio is a really good hero if you specialize on making her loadout and her commander perk shine. Long story short, if you have a weapon with a really low magazine that is an assault rifle like the Hydra or the Rat King, Shot Rio's ability makes it so that the first 6 bullets that you fire from an assault rifle will be a critical damage bullet. In other words, you're going to be getting more damage out of your weapons with really low magazines. But that's the problem with Shot Rio. She only specializes on assault rifles, and it's only the first 6 bullets. And in the support slot, she only gives you a 100% critical hit chance, when it comes down to the first 2 bullets that you fire from your weapon. So she's not extremely helpful as a support hero. You're mainly going to be using her as a commander hero, but she's a pretty decent soldier to have, right? Anyways, another hero on the list is Out Fiona, and this is a hero that you absolutely want, specifically if you ever plan on using melee weapons or if you ever plan on playing ninjas. And as it stands right now, in my opinion, ninjas are one of the best subclasses in Save the World, if not the best subclass in Save the World, due to the amount of support that they've been receiving lately. Long story short, Out Fiona basically makes it so that the critical rating of your swords, scythes, and axes is going to be increased. This means that you're going to be getting more critical damage slices out of your swords, scythes, and axes, and that means that you're going to be getting more damage out of your swords, scythes, and axes. So if you're going to be using a sword, you definitely want Out Fiona in your loadout, specifically if you're playing ninjas, since ninjas are able to make swords and scythes really shine big time. Now, of course, I'm going to be posting some screenshots so that you guys can get a general idea of how good Out Fiona is and how much support she adds. So this is the Spectral Blade without Out Fiona in the commander slot, as well as the support slot. And as you guys can see, the critical rating of this Spectral Blade is going to be 43%. But when we add Out Fiona as a commander, the critical rating of this Spectral Blade is going to be 60%, which means that we're going to be getting critical damage slices with our Spectral Blades more often. And if we put Out Fiona in the support slot, the Spectral Blade critical rating is going to be 50%. In other words, we're going to be getting a lot of damage from the Spectral Blade, and that's why Out Fiona is an absolute must. She just makes swords and scythes and axes even better, and that's something that you always want if you're playing a ninja or you're playing a melee loadout that includes those weapons that I mentioned. The next hero on the list is Tora, and she has the Electrified Floors ability, which is a really helpful ability to have inside trap tunnels or of course very close to your base as well. You can run Mega Base Kyle in your primary slot and have Tora in your secondary slot as a support hero. And long story short, this is going to make it so that there is going to be a huge area that has electrified floors that will be doing a lot of damage to the husk as they get closer to the objective or as they are going through their trap tunnel. And that's why Tora is amazing and an absolute must-have. The next hero on the list is going to be Tactical Assault Sledgehammer. Simply put, he is just a must-have soldier because he's in every single soldier loadout that includes an assault rifle. He's going to be increasing the critical damage of assault rifles, which on simpler terms means that you're going to be doing more damage when you're using assault rifles if you have an assault rifle that has a critical rating, critical damage roll. On top of all that, since Tactical Assault Sledgehammer has the ability to raise up your critical damage by up to 225% on the commander slot, this basically means that you only need to put one critical rating perk on your assault rifle, and then the rest of the perks can be like bigger reload or better magazine or just damage, because you're going to be getting a lot of critical damage from Tactical Assault Sledgehammer by a lot. Tactical Assault Sledgehammer is pretty much a must if you want to maximize any assault rifle in Fortnite Save the World, and in my opinion, this is an absolute must-have soldier. Here is a screenshot of the Pain Train Assault Rifle without Tactical Assault Sledgehammer in the commander slot. And as you guys can see, that is the critical damage that the Pain Train is offering. And when we equip Tactical Assault Sledgehammer, this is going to be the critical damage that we're going to be getting from the Pain Train. As you guys can see, it drastically increased. Up next on the list, we have the Mythic Outlander Ragnarok, and Ragnarok is going to be offering support for the Seismic Smash ability as a support hero, but as a beginner hero, he's also going to be having a really powerful Seismic Smash ability, which is really helpful when you're surrounded by a lot of husk. On top of all that, Ragnarok has the team perk that when you get damaged by melee attackers, the melee attackers freeze. And that moves me forward to the next hero that I absolutely believe you should have, the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen's ability is to increase the amount of damage that you're going to do against freeze targets. So if you have the team perk that Ragnarok has and you're playing the Ice Queen on the support slot, you're going to be doing a lot of damage to frozen opponents. The Ice Queen also has the ability to freeze targets with her Seismic Smash if you have her on the commander slot. And again, this is going to be pretty good because sometimes you might need to freeze some high priority targets. Also, the Ice Queen is really helpful as a support hero for SubZero Zenith, since you're going to be freezing targets with the SubZero Zenith mythic hero. The next hero on the list is Quick Drop Calamity. She offers the Hot Swap team perk, which basically makes it so that every time that you get a kill with your weapon, you're going to be getting 13% more damage for 15 seconds. Really useful team perk. But most importantly, Quick Drop Calamity is also really good if you're using 6 bullet type pistols, because she's going to be increasing the damage of pistols with 6 bullets, like the Ginger Blaster and the Last Word, 2 top tier pistols. And most importantly, Quick Draw Calamity is also going to be increasing the impact of those pistols so that you struggle less when it comes down to Husky Husk, etc, etc. But I just want to point out, Quick Draw Calamity isn't an absolute must. However, if you are going to be rocking a pistol loadout, Quick Draw Calamity can be helpful in the support slot, and that's why she also made it to this list. The next hero on the list is going to be Crossbones Berry. And this Outlander gives you the ability to find coconuts as you search things. And these coconuts are going to be healing you. They're going to be healing you over time as well. And they're also going to be increasing your damage. And they're going to be increasing your damage by quite a lot. If you run Crossbones Berry in the support slot and you're able to find a couple of coconuts, you're going to be doing massive amounts of damage to the husk that you see. But on top of all that, you're also going to not have to worry about healing yourself with Adrenaline Rush, which basically means that you can run another gadget. Crossbones Berry is also really good in the support slot because in the support slot, he will still also give you the ability to find coconuts. And again, those coconuts are really overpowered. And I guess you could say 2 honorable mentions would be this Constructor right here, whose name I can't mention because then YouTube demonetizes my video. But he's just really helpful as a support hero. Because he's going to be giving you damage resistance, and if you're playing a melee Constructor, you might want to have him on your support slot. And another hero that's pretty decent, it's the Hybrid Ninja. He's going to be increasing the affliction time, so if you're running a weapon that has affliction in the 6th perk, Hybrid is going to be somewhat helpful. But those are the best heroes in Year 2 Birthday Llamas, as well as some gameplay examples that should have given you guys a general idea of how they play out. If you enjoyed this video, please drop it a like. It did take me a while to make, as you guys know. And yeah, if you are interested in more content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.